Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Elite Redux Elite playthrough. Today we have a possibly very interesting day, and the reason why I'm saying it's possible is because we have the Winstrate family coming up, which could be very, very interesting as we go forwards, as they can be like a mini Elite Four, and given the difficulty of some of the trainers and how it could be implemented, I could see it being a nice challenge. So I'm hopeful that they've done some stuff with the Winstrate family, and they haven't just made it so it's like up 4 people that use one Pokemon in a row, unless that Pokemon is cracked. They just make you fight like all of the different Tapus or something, or like all of the Swords of Justice. That could be kind of interesting as well, but we have that today as we make our way up towards Flannery in Lava Ridge. I've kept the team the same. The reason for that being, I want to see this Arcanine get a weakness policy proc. I do. I think it would be really, really cool to see. It's unlikely to happen because, to be honest, it's got a decent typing with Fire Grass, but it's still reasonable. And Dodrio, I would really like to see this thing get like a good, solid, neutral dragon hit on something, just so I can get like a rough idea of the kind of damage that we're dealing with this. Because at the moment, I'm comparing this in my mind to Exeggutor. Exeggutor was a very, very solid Pokemon, usually went first because of the Trick Room, hit very hard with multi-headed. This is kind of doing the same thing, but it's trying to rely on its speed rather than a Trick Room. And I want to see how strong a Dragon Small boosted Dragon type, in quotation marks, because it's fake, it's lying to us, a Dragon type move does. So at the moment, I'm keeping the team as same, other than I'm actually going to make sure that we don't have Puka go in second, just in case of double battles. And we're going to go through and see how things go. Actually, if we do double battles, we're going to take plus all Minun anyway, I think. But there is a double battle ahead of us, so this is relevant. These could both be fought as double battles, but I'm going to fight this person as a singular battle because our team is better equipped for single battle. And maybe that will let us use Arcanine and Dodrio a little bit more. Donphan comes out, which is a bit of a problem for our team. Are you scary? Rocky Helmet, that's fine. We don't hit you with contact. Stamina, Let's Roll, Rough Skin, Battle Armor, that's fine. Black Off, Curse, Earthquake, Gyro Ball. You do nothing to me, actually. You do nothing to me. So we are fine to just go for a Bullet Seed. You can't damage me. This is... it did say stamina, didn't it? Yeah, it did say stamina. Okay. Alright, I'll admit, I may have forgotten that immediately after reading it out loud. That's my bad. But... I was about to say, but we could always crit. No, it had Battle Armor. We can't crit either. This was just a bad idea. This was just a mistake, but it's fine. We're immune to Earthquake. Gyro Ball is resisted. Although we are a lot faster. I mean, we're not Unburden boosted yet, though, so our speed isn't that much faster. I don't think it'll be doing too much damage. The problem is basically just the fact that it has Curse and Slack Off. Is pretty much the issue. There's a Gyro Ball. I'm expecting it to either Slack Off or Curse this next turn, so I might actually go for a Popping Mayhem and see if we can get a burn before we swap. Because we're probably going to need to bring in Espeon to Ice Beam this to deal any damage. We need to hit it on the special side now. But a burn would go a long way. If we could get one, that'd be huge. It's a 50% chance. It's a 50% chance, roughly. We did not get a burn. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Another Gyro Ball. Okay. Okay. All right. I was expecting Curse. I'm glad it didn't Curse. I'm still going to go for another burn. It's already at max defense. We may as well, right? I mean, the damage we're doing, it's not good, right? It's not good. But it might be enough to KO if the AI is dumb. We'll see. There's another 5 hits with no burn. Tragic. Actually horrible. At this point, it might be better to just Bullet Seed and see what kind of damage we're dealing with Bullet Seed. 11 to 14% of current health. Is that per hit? That can't be per hit. Actually, of current health. Yeah, that is per hit, probably. Okay. That's a 2-hit KO then. That's fine. Just don't slack off. I keep thinking that I can, like, say, it's okay, we could always crit, but we can't. Can't always crit. But still, all it has to do is not go for slack off. A Curse is fine. A Gyro Ball is fine. An Earthquake would be a really dumb move that I don't expect, but it'd be fine. Just don't slack off. Gyro Ball. Okay. Weird. Weird? Really weird. I'm gonna Bullet Seed, and that's Donphan down. I'm confused at why this didn't stall, but also I'm glad it didn't stall, because I hate stall. Interesting, though. Interesting. Donphan did not feel like it put up a particularly impressive performance. I sometimes look at the opponent's Pokemon to get, like, an idea of whether I want to use that Pokemon on my own team. Glalie, are you scary? Can I just Popping Mayhem you? You have 150 speed. Okay, hot damn. That's a fast Glalie. Oh, you have Moody. Oh, you have Sturdy. Oh, you have Head Smash, and Ice Shard, and Earthquake, and Ice Spinner. I don't want Moody to take effect. So I'm going to risk everything and just click Popping Mayhem. You get Head Smash, that's fine. I imagine that KOs. Yep. That makes sense. That makes sense. Moody scares me. Defense sharply rose. Special attack fell. That's actually very good for it. But crits go through that defense increase. It didn't have Dazzling. I'm double checking because that move keeps throwing me off, or that ability keeps throwing me off. No, it has Sturdy, but we have Fake Out. So we can Fake Out and then we can Zippy Zap. And I think that should be enough damage to KO for the defense boost. Glalie's defenses aren't that good. It's base 80 in all stats. Pikachu KOs base 80 in all stats. Attack sharply rose, speed fell. That's fine. That is enough to KO. You can't Ice Shard me. We're faster. We have Zippy Zap. Where this little Pikachu go? Still proving its value, even past the electric type gym. You love to see it. You love to see it. Good job, Pikachu. I'm proud of you, buddy. Belly Bolt? Why are you bringing this in? I'm super effective on electric. Colt Vest. No Sturdy. No priority. No, you're dead. You're dead, kid. You're Zippy Zapped. You've fallen prey to the Pikachu. As it still continues to prove itself as the almighty strongest Pokemon. Pikachu's type was changed to water. That's not ideal, but also, I wonder if we still KO things. For Fire, let it use Scratch. Okay, that's fine. That does so much damage just on the swap in Scratch. Oh my god. Do you also have Fake Out or anything? You do also have Fake Out. Okay, Fake Out will KO us, so there's no point in staying in right now. We may as well go to something else. What do we bring in is the question. Dodrio, I don't think is faster, actually. 150 speed. Fire was 160, right? It outspeeds us? Yeah, it outspeeds us with 160. Okay. Fire is a problem. Yeah, I mean, Fake Out is gonna hit regardless. I guess I'm just going to Pyukumuku just as a swap pivot. It comes in, it takes a hit, it's fine. We Baton Pass back out. Maybe with a Curse Up for Pikachu to go ahead and Zippy Zap. We could probably get a Curse Up just fine. Cross Poison, we live that A-okay. That does baby damage, but it does hit multiple times. With Poison Touch, yep, okay. Alright, I see the strategy. I see the strategy. By the way, there's a lot of Pokemon in this game, and I probably won't get to seeing all of them in their best light. So I do want to ask, what Pokemon did you guys find particularly interesting? I don't want to get, like, spoiled, per se, and learn anything too crazy. Is that going to multi-hit? Oh, okay. I don't want to learn anything too crazy, like, oh, by the way, this Pokemon straight up one-shot this gym for me, like, you know, Partner Pikachu kind of did with Watson. I don't want to know that, per se, but I am curious as to what Pokemon were surprisingly good that you weren't expecting to be good. You know, I want to know whether, like, I hate that this is the Pokemon that came to my mind, but whether, like, Sunflora can be viable, right? I'm curious about that kind of stuff. I'm also just Zippy Zapping the Skarmory because why not? So let me know if there's any Pokemon that you found particularly interesting or a particular strategy that you found interesting. I don't want to just outright copy them, but I don't want to, like, miss out on things, you know? I don't want to ignore a Pokemon, go, oh, well, I don't usually use the elemental monkeys, right? And then the elemental monkeys end up having, like, this really cool stuff tied to them. I'd like to at least know that sort of stuff. The obscure Pokemon that have cool things that you found interesting when you were playing, or if you're playing alongside me and trying out different teams. Here's what Pokemon are doing well. That did baby damage. I really thought Arcanine was going to KO right there. We do get the flinch though, so we are absolutely A-okay, but I really was thinking that we were going to KO right there. Maybe that was a bad thing that we flinched there, because it might have gone for a flying type move and given us our weakness policy. I guess it wouldn't have mattered because it's the final moment of the battle, but still. I'm going to go get Plusle and Minun for this next fight, I think. Okay, they're back on the team. I do still have these Claunchers in my PC as well that I need to evolve, because they were given to us, and there is the electric Clawitzer. Clawtificer, there we go. There is the Clawtificer Pokemon that I do want to have a look at. This one looks like it's set up for Mega Launcher, the one that we were gifted, so I imagine this one would maybe be better as a Clawitzer. But we do have another one, and maybe that one could be a Clawtificer. It's very easy to change things around, so I mean, we could always, like, swap the moves around if Clawtificer also uses Mega Launcher. I don't remember it having Mega Launcher when we saw it in the Watson fight, but to be fair, I don't remember much of the Watson fight other than Pikachu KOing everything. Which is really silly, but it's true. I'm also going to Focus Sash Plusle. Just because Focus Sash seems more useful than 10% damage, given that Minun gets Friend Guard boosted by Plusle being on the field. Not a guarantee, but still. And let's see how this double battle goes. I really want to see Plusle and Minun destroy things together. I do. It would make me very, very happy. Kecleon and Darmanitan Zen mode. That does remind me. I did look at Darmanitan Zen mode. I don't think... Oh, well, there goes my Focus Sash. That sucks. That's such an awful start. Holy. Wow. That's so bad. Okay. We do have Hidden Power. We do have Hidden Power that KOs Darmanitan in one hit. Okay, we'll try that. And we can go for a nice, strong Thunder Punch into Kecleon. I'm surprised that Thunder Punch isn't KOing when saying the Thunderbolt from Plusle would. That's interesting. There's also Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak, and Astonish on that thing, so there's a lot of priority that's about to happen. Meaning, we're probably about to get these two Pokemon absolutely bopped, and it's going to be horrible. So I'm just going to Thunder Punch. Now it says guaranteed to KO Kecleon. Weird. Very weird. Yeah, I did take a brief look. Oh, made it ground type. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's so bad for me. Wait, you can type change before I use my move to immune my moves? What are you talking about? That's so OP. What the actual hell? What? Minun gets a speed boost, but it's lost its partner, so it's no longer relevant. Unfortunately, the Focus Sash was not relevant in the slightest. Okay. So... if I was to bring in my Arcanine right now, and I was to go for a Thunder Punch into this Kecleon again, with my Minun that is nice and fast, it would change to a ground type, and then I could, or even like Popcorn, and then I could Bullet Seed with Popcorn? I think? That sounds very strong, to be honest. I mean, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. What's the other Pokemon that's coming out as well? Colossal. That's not ideal, because a Rock-type move will destroy Popcorn. Maybe we focus everything other than Kecleon, and we just try and get Kecleon alone, so that we can have two Pokemon against it, and we can work its way around its ability that way. That might be the play. You have Explosion, which becomes an Electric-type move. You have Stone Edge, which is the thing that I'm most afraid of, and Return, which becomes an Electric-type move. Okay, cool. Cool. I mean, you're not part Electric, though, right? No, you just have Galvanize for fun. I guess to hit Water types. That makes sense. That makes sense. That checks out. Okay. In that case, let's... how much does Bullet Seed do? Nothing. I'm going to Bullet Seed into Kecleon. And I'm going to Thunder Punch into Kecleon. Or I could Decorate into Popcorn and Bullet Seed into Colossal with the boost, right? Right? Decorate. I don't remember how Decorate worked. I don't remember how Decorate worked. Hold on. I wanted to learn more about this move. It increased the crit rate and the special attack and attack, right? Yeah, it raises allies' attack, special attack, and crit by 2 stages. I'm going to decorate Popcorn, and Popcorn's going to Bullet Seed into Colossal. That's what we're going to do. We're going to try this. You hit you. Okay. Minun can still be a good double battle partner. Listen, it can still be a good double battle partner. And we decorate into Popcorn. Kecleon transformed into the Dark type. It's a Sucker Punch. Okay, rude. Don't do that. I don't like that. Although, yeah, I really don't like the fact that didn't take me to unburden range. That's kind of rude. But I do like the fact that that's not going to 2-hit KO me, because it means that we live another one. That's good. That's good. And Bullet Seed is now crit boosted, and it gets double damage. So this should be a KO, because we've landed one crit, which I think should pretty much seal the deal. And there's another one. Okay. All right, we're good. We're golden. We're golden. Okay, good. Very good. Very strong. Nice. Good job, Minun, proving that it is still relevant, even though we have lost Plusle. I like that. That's good. Araquanid, you're getting Thunder Punch, buddy. You're getting absolutely Thunder Punch. That's what's happening to you. We also have Peck and Pin Missile and stuff. I'm gonna... What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna go for the safe Bullet Seed into the Araquanid slot in case Minun can't KO. Can Minun KO? Thunder Punch into Araquanid. 89 to 100% of Araquanid's health. Does Araquanid have a Sash? No, it has a Chesto Berry. Okay. Okay. I really want to just Thunder Punch Araquanid and then have Popcorn hit Kecleon. I'm doing that. I'm Thunder Punching the Araquanid. Oh. You're gonna Shadow Sneak Minun? No. Okay. That's fine. We live that. We get us just very active. We now have Unburden Boost, meaning we might go first. No, we don't go first. Minun goes first. KO the Araquanid. Damn it. Okay. This feels like a little bit of a waste of a turn then. I should have really set my Pokemon to go into Kecleon, but it's fine. Like I said, my strategy at the moment is kind of just to get Kecleon alone, because I don't fully understand how color change is working. But at the moment, it sounds like color change is very OP. Let's go for a Bullet Seed into Kecleon, and a Thunder Punch into Kecleon. Shadow Sneak again. That shouldn't KO. It doesn't KO. Thunder Punch should make it a Ground type. Yep, there we go, Ground type. Does it change again immediately? It can change again on the same turn? So you can just never hit it for anything other than... Maybe there's some moves there for neutral, but... It's just always got resisted damage? That sounds OP. I thought it only activated once per turn, which is why they made me fight against it in a double battle. It's like, hey, can you get around this with this cool gimmick? But no, you just change to a type that's better against whatever move's about to hit you. That sounds so strong. Okay. Kecleon just went up dramatically in my interest. I am much more interested in that right now. I'm gonna popping Mayhem, and I'm going to just go for a good old play rough, I guess. A little bit of baby damage, Grassy Glide might take out Minun, but honestly, Minun's done what it needed to do. Minun was great. It buffed Popcorn. That was all he needed. But giving Popcorn doubled attack and, you know, doubled crit rate, that's... Case in point, by what just happened to that Rillaboom. That's really nice. Good job. Good job, Minun. Plusle and Minun don't even need to work together. We'll just remember Minun for double battles, honestly. Dashburn, I'm gonna bring in Dodrio because I would like Dodrio to, like, use moves. I would like to use this Dodrio. But yeah, we just... Oh, you're immune to Pop Mayhem. Oh, right, because you get the fire thing. We Bullet Seed in that case on the grassy terrain. And we Fumigation Bomb, I guess. Not that we're going to get to use Dodrio because Popcorn's speed boosted and is insanely buffed out the wazoo. But nice, nice. I did like seeing Minun kind of come through right there. I credit that largely to Minun over Popcorn. Because Popcorn we already know is very good, whereas Minun is still trying to earn its place a little bit. So I like that. I like that. Okay. With that fight done, though, let's go ahead and put our team members back to how they were with Pyukumuku and Pikachu. This is definitely how Pyukumuku keeps ending up in my second slot. It's because when I change things around like that and I swap Minun and Plusle out, they're usually my front two in the party, so Pyukumuku ends up the second in the party. I need to stop doing that. Geonotic, you're getting Popping Mayhem. You're getting popped. Oh, Twisted Dimensions. Oh, okay. I'm still going for Popping Mayhem. Interesting. Moonblast, that's gonna do nothing. That's pathetic. Baby damage. Get it out of here. I'm now much more interested in the idea of using a Kecleon, though. I would like to see how the AI tries to get around the color change ability. And I'm also interested if there's any other Pokemon with color change, actually. That could also be very good. If there's a stronger Pokemon than Kecleon with color change, that could be very, very cool. Although the combo of protein and color change is what makes it so strong, I guess, because protein lets you still get stab on your move, which is obviously super important. Wow, our damage against this Aromatisse is pathetic, but I guess I'm just going to Popping Mayhem. Obviously, we go second because of the Twisted Dimensions, but that's fine. Poison Gas takes us to Unburden range, which is a negative right now, but that's okay. That's okay. So just actually takes us out of Poison Gas KO range, which is good. If we get a burn right here, we might be able to KO in 2. Okay, okay, hold on. Hope is not lost. Hope is not lost. I think if we live one more hit, we'll also go to, back to normal. Oh, the swap round. Okay, I don't think it matters too much, because the Trick Room only has one more turn, and we can live one more Poison Gas potentially. Which means, even if we don't KO this turn, as long as we live, we don't live, okay? To say, as long as we live, then we'd get 2 turns in a row when the dimensions return. Yeah, I mean, that would have been fine, but sadly, we did not live. What we can do, though, is we can go to Dodrio and go for a Poison-type move. I just want to use a Dragon move or something, but I can't on this, obviously. But I really just want to. We Fumigation Bomb. Big damage. Big green Aromatisse, the green giant over there. Send in something that is neutral, Dragon. That's not what I want. I mean, we still KO that. That's good. I like that. This is also the Pokemon that I think normally has Decorate, so thank you for bringing Decorate into the world so my Minun could buff my Pop Bomb. I appreciate you, you creamy, delicious little Pokemon. I do not like the words I just said. That felt horrible to say. Wormadam. See, but you're 4 times weak to Fumigation Bomb, because it's also good against bugs, right? But you also block a super effective hit, though. That is how that works, right? Where am I looking? I'm looking at Coward. That's a Protect on Switch In. Oh. Okay, that's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Anticipation, which I think blocks 1 super effective move. You have Psyshock, which we're immune to. You have Bug Buzz, which is a guaranteed KO? Really? I guess it has Adaptability and Analytic. I just want to hit it with a Dragon move, you know? I do. You know what I'm doing? I'm sacrificing Pikachu, which I should have looked at the other Pokemon on his team before I did this. But Pikachu, get in here and die to a Bug Buzz real quick. Okay, now it shouldn't have any more Protect. Meaning, I can bring in Dodrio, and I'm going to hit it with the Dragon move, I think? Maybe we'll look at the other team member, just in case the other team member might be a better test. Swean Lilligant is the other Pokemon. Okay. I guess we could see how much damage it does. Well, Draconic Fangs, 100% chance to 2-hit KO. Really? We don't KO a Wormadam? Really? We don't KO a Wormadam with Draconic Fangs? I mean, we would get the multi-hits, but... We don't KO a Wormadam? That makes me sad. that makes me a little bit upset. I don't like that. Fumigation Bomb is still fine, though. I mean, the poison damage is still good. We have another option for it, don't get me wrong. I just wanted to see how much a Dragon move would do. And then his Swean Lilligant. You faster than me? You are faster than me. Do you one-shot me? No. Well, Rolling Kick and Axe Kick and stuff, they might multi-hit, but as far as I can tell, no. Plus you get Blade Dance. You will get another attack, and all attacks are dances, so they all get triggered. That's actually a pretty cool ability set. That's a very cool ability set. That synergizes really well, actually. Yeah, I like that ability set. I might want to use one of these, to be honest. I just want to see the damage. I'm going for Draconic Fangs. Hopefully we live. Oh, we don't live. We're not living the bonus hit. Yep, Blade Dance, because Rolling Kick is apparently a dance, and that's going to KO us with the base power we've played. I think? Yeah, okay. I thought maybe if I tried to... It only had 18 damage. It wasn't actually a lot, but yeah, it does KO. Okay. I go to Arcanine, we Fire Lash, and then we Extreme Speed finish. We outspeed, we take it to 1 HP. Espeon is Choice Scarf, so I mean we have a way to deal with this, even if this does just decide to crit us out the wazoo. But I don't think I had anything particularly scary for us regardless. We get a flinch. Okay, we're fine. We Extreme Speed, we KO. Nice. Not too scary, but now we have the Winstrate family coming up, and these 4 battles already took a good amount of time, so this might be a long episode. We'll see. We will see. 10 battle points for her. Really? 10? For just her? Really? Okay, weird. I don't even know if I looked at the Pokemon on this route. Did I look at the Pokemon on this route? Sandshrew, Cacnea, I don't remember this. Baltoy, Sandile, I feel like I would have gotten Sandile. Gibble, nice. Aractus, with huge power, which I already grabbed one though. Bramblin, Stonjourner is such a weird Pokemon to me. Cast form, I'll get a cast form, sure. Hippopotas, Shuckle. Shuckle already has a gimmick though. It doesn't need a new one. Barboach. Barboach could be good because of its typing. Basculin has adaptability and hyper aggressive. That could also be good. Yeah, I'm very interested in seeing if, like, Seaking is particularly good. The Pokemon that I specifically haven't picked up that I'm clearly thinking, hey, these even with a gimmick probably aren't that good. Very interested to know if any of those have been particularly kind to people in their playthroughs. For right now, though, Winstrate family? Hello, I take it you're a traveler. How's this? What do you say to taking on our family of 4 in a series of Pokemon battles? Yes, that's the spirit. I like you. I'm very interested to see how this goes. 3 Pokemon. Okay. Okay. Swallow Lead. Swallow Lead's not too bad. You have 3 normal types. Okay. Your Gut's boosted, so you're a physical Swallow. With Protect, so you're probably going to Protect first turn. Okay. Probably going to see a Protect first turn. That means that if I want to, I can swap to something like Pikachu. And Zippy Zap. Expecting that. It would suck if it attacked outright, but surely it wouldn't. I'm so confident that it's not protecting, I'm going straight to Pikachu. It's going to protect this turn, going to set up its fire, I'm going to Pikachu, and then we Zippy Zap. Why would it not protect? It didn't KO. That's actually embarrassing for it. Now we Zippy Zap, it's obviously not Sash, it's swapping Flame Orb, and we KO. Why would it not protect? Did it? It must have known that I was swapping, and they took that into consideration. There is no reason why they wouldn't have protected that. Absolutely none. Lanoon comes in. Lanoon might die to a Zippy Zap, unironically. 160 speed is faster, so if it has extreme speed, which it does, yeah, extreme speed's actually going to outspeed me. Extreme speed will outspeed me, even with Zippy Zap. Because they're both +2 priority. Wow, okay, alright, smart swap in. I respect it. We don't have too much to really swap into this other than Pikabuku, and I do care about Pikachu enough to keep it around even at that HP. The amount of HP is fine for us to get like a couple of Zippy Zaps off in another fight. That does have value. I'd rather go to Pikabuku. I'd rather go and just go for a big fat counter, honestly, I think is what I'm going to do. We're just going to go for counter. Guard actually outright KOs. 167 damage. Damn. Okay. That's a tough Pokemon to lose, actually. That's a really tough Pokemon to lose. Arcanine, are you faster than 160? You're also the exact same speed. So we're speed tied on extreme speed. However, we could fake out with Pikachu. I think Fake Out is the play, because it's also going to take Frostbite damage at the end of the turn, even if Fake Out doesn't KO. So we Fake Out. Okay. Okay. Still, losing Pokemon in the first fight is rough. Although I guess I'm glad that this isn't, you know, 6 Pokemon. If this was a 6 Pokemon team, that would be scary. You have Fur Coat. And Protect. Okay. Volt Switch is a guaranteed OHKO. Really? Really? You don't say. Holy hell. That was a crit as well, but it was not needed by the looks of it. 260 damage, that's a lot of damage. Okay, nice. Winstrate Victor down. 10 battle points. Obviously, this will continue. I wonder if you can... If I come back here after losing, do I battle from the start again? Infinite battle point farm? Anyone? Infinite battle point farm? Is that a thing? It sure might be. Surely you have a poison move that's going to KO me. Toxic Needles, 100% chance to free hit KO. Is that like a... that's like Bullet Seed, though, right? It attacks multiple times with Technician Boost? Yeah. Because they made Roserade physical in this game for some reason. Yeah, well, mixed attacker, I guess. Okay. Okay, so you're going for a poison type move. I could go to Dodrio, and I think I will. I'm fully expecting Toxic Needles. I care about Popcorn. I'm not letting Popcorn die for nothing. It's going to die Toxic Needles if I don't swap, and I care about it enough to keep it around. It's also good against the rest of the team, so we'll just swap in Dodrio. Draconic. We also have Zephyr Rush, I guess. We don't have to go for Draconic Fangs. Draconic Fangs might be enough, though. We'll see. I would like to go for Draconic Fangs and hit with a big, strong Dragon Maul boost. That would be cool. I don't want to get crit too much, though, because ow. It did hit 3 times, which would have been enough for Popcorn. Just saying. Just saying. Would have been enough. Obviously, it doesn't have Skill Link, which is kind of what I was thinking in the back of my mind. I was like, oh, Skill Link. But, yeah. Draconic Fangs, guaranteed OHKO. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. Big, strong, neutral dragon move boosted by Dragon's Maw. Look at Dodrio go, okay? This is why he's here. Could another Pokemon have done that? Yeah, probably. That's not the point. That's not the point, though. Dodrio did it, and Dodrio doesn't get enough love. Jumpluff, you're outspeeding me, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? We're gonna get outsped. And, yeah, that's how that's gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go for Fumigation Bomb just because it might try and set up a Tailwind instead. Acrobatics, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna KO us, yeah. Listen, Dodrio took out a whole Pokemon. Okay, proud of him. I'm proud of him. Now, the question is, Popcorn or Arcanine? I guess we go to Popcorn. Popcorn is immune to flying moves. So Popcorn should be absolutely fine here, and we should be fine to go for a Popping Mayhem, which apparently does 77% of its health with 1 tick. Okay. As it swaps into Sawsbuck, which is still fine. This is still absolutely a-okay. The only reason this is being swapped in is because Jumpluff can do literally nothing to me. The Sawsbuck also gets destroyed. So Popcorn thankfully counters the second fight. Okay. There's stuff happening. We've seen normal. We've seen grass. Water, fire. Maybe. Just the basic types of, like, you know, the start of your journey. You pick your starter and you go fight some Rastas on Route 1. Maybe water and fire are upcoming. In which case, fire could be a problem. A fire type team right now could be a problem. A water type team would be fine because we have Arcanine and Popcorn. Hopefully we fight a water-type team. If we end up fighting a fire-type team, we're going to be in trouble because we have 2 grass-fire types on the team. Which I didn't realize until I just said it now, which is maybe a problem. But yeah, I did not really realize that we're running 2 grass-fire types right now. Maybe I've been secretly longing for a grass-fire type for a little bit too long. Maybe I really want this typing to be a real thing, huh? I didn't really think about the fact that I'm running the exact same type twice. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing. Tatsugiri, are you a water type? Are you a water type in this game? Toadscruel and Alolan Mar- never mind, that seems weird. Dragon Water, you're a little bit scary. You're a little bit scary. You have Draco Meteor, which is a 50% chance to OHKO. That's scary. And you also trigger a 50 base power move after using a water type move. Draco Meteor is not a water type move. But it does mean that maybe Splishy Splash would KO with that boost. It probably would, actually. Okay. I do not have swaps that I can do, though. I do not. I don't have enough life in me to swap after that. So I have to Bullet Seed, and I have to hope that it goes for a dumb move, and it goes for, like, Draco Meteor or something, and I live on 1. It does Draco Meteor. 50% chance to live. 50%. We live. Okay. Hold on. Citrus. We boosted. We're now fast. Popcorn's Tactical Retreat. What? What do you... that's not what my Pokemon has. Excuse me? My Pokemon does not, in fact, Tactical Retreat. That's probably an ability that was on Tatsugiri. It just showed the wrong Pokemon. That's fine. I understand. Bullet Seed's can do nothing to this. I really hoped that Toedscruel would come out, actually. But, you know, it's fine. We can hit it with a peck, I suppose. I guess. Got its Fick Club. Not really worth keeping Popcorn around at this point, considering it's already kind of done its thing. Has Blazing Bone and Bone Rush, which are both +1 priority, so this thing is just dead. Only land 2. Only land 3. Damn it. It might have skill link, I don't know. I didn't look at all this build. But damn it. My peck. It could have done so much more. I guess I'm forced into Espeon here, huh? This is getting really bad. I don't think I'm winning against the Winstrate family right now. I really don't. I think I'm going to end up losing this. I need to bring something instead of Arcanine that has different type coverage, and I need to maybe not run Dodrio. And I need to not lose Pyukumuku so early, I think, is the key. But we'll bring in Espeon. We'll go for the Expanding Force, no reason not to. We do have speed. It doesn't go for any priority move. That's good. That's good. I like that. I have no fear in terms of our damage output with Espeon getting its revenge kill. Tatsugiri comes back out. Do you one-shot me with anything? You do, in fact, one-shot me with a lot of moves. Do I one-shot you with anything? 43% chance to Oko with Expanding Force. At this point, I feel like I need some luck if we're going to be able to get through this. I could maybe try and, like, play around it by going to the Pikachu and letting that die, and then Espeon can come in and get the guaranteed kill. But I also feel like Pikachu is a very good option to have around for the Pokemon in the last fight. So I'm just going to Expanding Force, and we're going to see how it goes. I think Arcanine can finish up this fight. Okay, we don't KO. That's unfortunate. We did lose to 50-50. We can KO this with Extreme Speed. Really, really looking bad, though. We can KO this with Extreme Speed, and then when Toedscruel comes out, we can Fire Lash it. That's what I'm hoping. Actually goes down to Life Orb. Okay. Okay. Go to Arcanine. Ideally, Arcanine stays at full HP here. It's really going to come down to the wire. Whether I've kept, like, the right Pokemon for the job for the next fight, basically. Was keeping Pikachu around till the end a good idea? Wow, that didn't KO. Flinch him. Flinch him. You kept flinching him before. Flinch him again. Sludge Bomb. Damn it. And it's also going to use up my weakness policy. Damn it. This sucks. No. No! My weakness policy finally activates. It's completely irrelevant. That would have been so good at, like, the start of the next fight with our Extreme Speed. That would have been so good. I mean, we do outspeed. It doesn't have any priority. The fine just Fire Lash again, I guess. Man, I really thought that was going to KO. And now you crit. Unfortunate. Okay. 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 One fight remains. This is really going to come down to the wire. All right, Grandma, what you got? What you got, Grandma? Please have 3 Pokemon weak to my Extreme Speed. 4 Pokemon? Oh, no. Medicham leads. What's your team? Camerupt, that's a problem. Pikachu can't kill that. Heracross and Scizor. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, this is bad. I don't think we're winning this. We do outspeed the Medicham. It's gonna fake out on the first turn. Nothing we can do about that. And it even has a chance to KO my Arcanine. That's insane. That's insane. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, I'll click Extreme Speed on the off chance, but yeah, we get KO'd. Pikachu can't kill Camerupt because we didn't run Splishy Splash, meaning this is in fact over. Damn. Damn. We Zippy Zap for baby damage. I know we have Electric Burst, but again, we don't get free Camerupt, so it doesn't actually matter. If we ran a Water type instead of Pyukumuku, that would probably help. That'd probably help in a couple of moments here. We could run Splishy Splash on Pikachu as well. That would also help. Maybe we get a crit here and Camerupt goes for, like, Curse. And we crit him twice. We did get a crit! Go for Curse or something stupid. Flame Burst, okay. That makes sense. Not a bad fight, though. Not a bad fight, though. I would like to win this. However, I am also going to run straight back here. And I'm going to see if we get battle points again. I am very curious. Okay. Okay. I think I've got my plan. My plan is a little bit weird, I will admit. First of all, I have Surf on Pikachu to get the small thing out of the way. Second of all, I've picked up Escargonite. And the reason I've picked up Escargonite is so that we hopefully don't just outright lose Pyukumuku to Lanoon at the very start, which lets us have, one, another Pokemon that could be useful in more situations and could KO more Pokemon past that, but two, it also lets us keep a Pokemon around as a potential switch-in for when things get scary and I need to, like, get a fresh swap into Pikachu without it taking damage, or Espeon without it taking damage. Just having another Pokemon around later on in those fights seems like it's going to be really nice. So I'm running this thing as basically Rocky Helmet, Big Fat Defense. It has Shell Armor. It can only be hit by attacks. It's a relaxed nature. It's got full HP, full defense, and it's got Giga Drain, so that we can hopefully get some good recovery going and a decent attacking move against the Lanoon. We've got Gyro Ball in case it does more damage than Giga Drain, because honestly it might. Lanoon's going to be so much faster than us. Synthesis in case it's doing a lower amount of damage than I expect and we can actually recover our HP. And Gem Missile for when it gets down to low enough HP that it gets KO'd by it, because I don't think it'll be going for extreme speed against us, but I could be wrong. If it does, that'd be weird, but I feel like priority is still smart to have. So this is kind of our check to Lanoon, and we're going to see if that hopefully lets things flow a little bit better. I'm also going to lead with Pikachu, because Pikachu can deal with Swallow. It was kind of what we swapped into initially anyway, and I feel like all I did leading with Popcorn was swap it out. So this way we can at least maybe Volt Switch out on some things and see. Yeah, let's go back into it, and let's try and zoom through this a little bit quickly. You're going to protect, so I'm going to fake out. Didn't protect. We Zippy Zap, you're dead. Lanoon comes out, and this is where things diverge. We go to Escargonite. Still a goofy Pokemon, by the way, and I was slightly looking for an opportunity to try and fit it onto the team. Goes for Headbutt, not Extreme Speed. Interesting. I wonder if maybe I could have just went for Zippy Zap on Pikachu there. Maybe. Regardless, let's see. Giga Drain does 40 to 50% of its health. Okay. It is more than Gyro Ball, so there's no point in us actually having Gyro Ball right now. We're just going to Giga Drain and get some damage off. Goes for Facade, which does less than half. The Synthesis actually has some value there if we decide to Synthesis. Giga Drain's going to do some good damage, though. We're also going to get some HP back, which is important. And is that going to put it in range of where Gem Missile will finish it, is the question. Gem Missile does not have a guaranteed KO. Okay, in that case, I'm going to Synthesis this turn, let it hit itself on my Rocky Helmet once more, and then we're going to Gem Missile to finish. If it doesn't die to Rocky Helmet Frostbite, which it might, I feel like it's worth going for Synthesis. Another Facade, that's fine. We're going to heal up more than the damage that we just took, which is actually very, very huge, because it means that we will still be able to keep this thing actually fairly healthy for the next Pokemon. Which I didn't even think about, but yeah. There's still an Ursaring to fight, which hopefully Escargonite can fight as well, because last time we did this with Pikachu, and now we don't have a free swap into Pikachu. I didn't think about, but I'm just gonna Giga Drain, I guess. Takedown, that's fine. Oh, it's not fine, because it's a fighting type move in this game, which I did forget about, but that's okay. It didn't do much damage at all, actually. Rocky Helmet, Giga Drain. I'm not too concerned with trying to keep us at a high amount of HP at the end of this, so I think I'm just gonna Giga Drain again. I could try and Synthesis stall through it, but I mean, it's Gust boosted. It's gonna do a lot of damage with that takedown, which is super effective. And my only real aim for Escargonite is to keep it around so that I have another Pokemon to swap into as a free swap for Espeon or Pikachu later. So I'm just going to Giga Drain because that should be enough to KO it between the Giga Drain, the Rocky Helmet, and the Burn. So I think we're fine. Giga Drain will also get us a little bit of HP back still, so I mean, it's not a complete wash. 58 damage, we'll get a little bit back. We might be able to live a hit with Escargonite on something, we'll see. But we get through the first fight without losing a Pokemon. We do get the battle points again. Oh. Now I don't know if I want to win. Now I don't know. Next up, though, Roserade. Did you have, just checking because I forget sometimes, you are not immune to priority. Okay, you're getting hit by Fake Out, and then you're getting Zippy Zapped. Good. Spores buff. What are you doing? Am I afraid of you? Violent Rush. Boost speed by 50% and attack by 20% on the first turn. That's a little bit scary. And adaptability and rivalry. Okay. I would assume you're going for Horn Leech or Drill Run, probably. You're probably going for Horn Leech or Drill Run. What can I swap in on that? Because you outspeed me, so I can't Volt Switch out. Do I go to Popcorn? Popcorn is immune to ground. Yeah, Popcorn should be fine. Fury Attack would be the worst thing it could go for, but again, as long as we live one, we'll go to... Oh, nice. We do avoid it with Levitate. And we can Popping Mayhem. As long as we live one, we'll be fine, because that puts us into Unburden range, and then we can sweep. We're fine. Gunbluff did nothing to us, we Popping Mayhem. Oh, we do get back to sleep. We wake up, and we take it out. Okay, nice. Did use up our Unburden, but honestly, it's fine. We still have 6 Pokemon, that's fine. I'm trying to, like, zoom through this a little bit, because I know this is a longer episode, and we've already done these fights, and we've seen what they do. You led with Tatsugiri. Are you immune to priority? 133 speed, 155 speed. Gale speed, regardless. You are not immune to priority. Do not have priority. Will Oko us. We also Oko you. With Zippy Zap. So no reason not to just go straight for a Zippy Zap. Okay, nice. Leading with Pikachu has felt very solid. It has felt like a much better lead than leading with Popcorn, that's for sure. Popcorn has felt like a terrible lead. I will not lie, I have not enjoyed the Popcorn lead in this battle. Toad's Cruel. Well, I can do nothing to you. Sadly, we don't have Ice Beam on Pikachu. Stall is the reason why Arcanine didn't KO before. So we need to keep in mind that Arcanine does get... You have Arena Trap. I'm screwed. Right? I'm screwed? I'm dead, aren't I? You do have a Yachi Berry, which is something to consider. It is something to consider. I still think a boosted Ice Beam from an Espeon will KO it. If that's something that I decide to do. But for now, all I can do is Surf, because, yeah, Pikachu's trapped in here. Okay. Interesting. How do we want to deal with Toad's Cruel? I know Arcanine can kill it. Arcanine's also got a lot of value in the last fight, because I remember there was a Heracross and a Sizzle. So I would like to keep it around for that last fight, ideally. Espeon, however, is not as useful in the final fight, so I would like to use Espeon to KO it. Which means that I think I am just going to go for the good old Ice Beam, even with the Yachi Berry. I still think it's probably worth it. I mean, we could see, like, what the damage calc says. Ice Beam, 181 to 216. Flamethrower is also 181 to 216, guaranteed Oko. I guess it doesn't really matter which I click. Unless that isn't taking into effect the Yachi Berry. I'm just going to Flamethrower. Just that way we don't have to worry about if the berry is taking effect or not. Hopefully this KOs. Oh my god, it didn't KO. There's no way. Avenger boosted, not taking into effect the Yachi Berry. Didn't KO. Does it KO on the next one is the question. I actually don't know. Stall just seems like it's crazy right now. 120 to 144 damage. Can I see how much specific HP it has to work out if like 2/3 of that is gonna be enough? I think I'm flamethrowing again though. I think I have to at this point. It's kind of what Espeon's going down doing. Please be enough. Okay, well that was a crit. That might have mattered, honestly. Rough. Rough. Okay. And Marowak comes out, which obviously Espeon can't do anything against. Keeping Espeon might be a good idea just for flamethrower on things. I know you have priority, you have skill link, you have bone zone. Bone moves ignore immunities and deal 2 times on not very effective. That's terrifying. The full HP gives priority to this Pokemon's ghost type moves. That's also terrifying. So, oh, that is actually really terrifying. It's going for Shadow Bone with priority in that case. Meaning Dodrio doesn't resist. Do I need to sacrifice this Cargonite for a Rocky Helmet proc to break its priority so that we can KO with Dodrio? We might. How did we deal with this before? Did we just Zippy Zap it or something? We probably Zippy Zapped it, let's be honest. Oh, I think we broke its priority with Popcorn before. Maybe? I don't know. Either way, I think we go to Escargonite and we let it go for the Rocky Helmet Dam. There's Shadow Bone, yep, because that was priority boosted. Didn't KO, actually. Please let me Synthesis. Yeah, okay. It would have been nice. Still, I mean, we get another... Wait, it didn't take any contact damage. Oh, no. Oh, no. It didn't take any contact damage. Oh, no. I mean, I would love to come in with Espeon and Avenger-boosted Expanding Force, but it's going to still have priority Shadow Bone. Oh, no. Do we need to go to Arcanine and Earthquake? Or do we go to Dodrio and hope it can live one? Not living one, is it? It's not living one. I know it's not living one. I'm going to Dodrio because I really want Arcanine to stay healthy for the last fight. I really do. And we're just going to try and crunch. Shadow Bone, which is neutral because you have an ability to stun. Oh, but we live on 2. We live on 2, which my Life Orb's going to kill me. But we lived on 2. This is fine. We dealt with the problem. End the fight before the Life Orb ticks. End the fight before the Life Orb ticks. End the fight. Okay. It would have been nice. It would have been handy. Okay. So we're going into the final fight again. Leading with Arcanine, I think. We still have Espeon, which is good. 4 Pokemon. Okay. Okay. You're going for a Fake Out, and it's going to do a lot of damage. Going to do a ton of damage. Popcorn does have its berry back on him. Meaning we may be able to get its Unburden boost going. And it doesn't have any other priority on this Medicham. So if it does go for Fake Out, might be worth going to Popcorn and saving Arcanine. Like, Arcanine will do so well against Heracross and Sizzle. I could even Earthquake Camerupt and maybe get a weakness policy boost on Camerupt. I don't really want it to take too much damage to this Medicham. Whereas Popcorn's also good against those Pokemon, don't get me wrong. It's also good against those Pokemon, but I like the idea of Popcorn getting its Unburden boost against this Medicham. I do. I like the idea. So I'm gonna go for it. Mega Kick. Why wouldn't you Fake Out? Why wouldn't it Fake Out? I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I think it should have went for Fake Out. I think it knows what I'm swapping, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. I really feel like I could have just clicked Giga Impact and KO'd it right there, and I would have went first. It should have went for Fake Out. Oh, I'm annoyed. Oh, I'm annoyed at that. Okay. Wow, that makes things so much harder. I think I'm going back to... I don't know. I don't know. I'm really annoyed that it went for that. I was so certain it was going to go for fake out. Why wouldn't it fake out? Unless it knew that I was swapping. It's so dumb. Espeon can come in and go for a expanding force and KO this, I guess. And Arcanine can try and sweep. Maybe the... I mean, a bug type will probably come out to KO Espeon, and it can Fire Lash it, and that will be good. Expanding Force does KO. That's good. That's good. Maybe Scizor comes in, and then we get a reasonable swap to Arcanine, and we're okay again. Heracross comes in. I have Expanding Force right now. You're jolly, but I'm faster. You have Skill Link. You have Protect. You don't outspeed me. You don't outspeed me. You're getting Expanding Forces. You're getting Expanding Force. This is fine. You don't outspeed me. Hold. 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 Espeon. Continue. Do your thing. Do your best. Scizor comes in. Okay. Intimidate. Good. Use it on the Espeon. I didn't even know you had Intimidate, but sure. You're a Mega. You're a Mega. Okay. A little bit spooky. A little bit spooky. You have Rock Smash, you have Quick Attack, you have Double Hit, and you have Double Iron Bash. Okay. A Bug move is neutral onto Arcanine. It is. It has Quick Attack, which is it does become Bug. So, if I save this Espeon, it's not going to come back in and Flamethrower the Scizor. Because Scizor can always Quick Attack it, meaning there's no reason to keep this Espeon around. So I'm just going to click Expanding Force. I think maybe Arcanine can clutch this out, because it does have Earthquake for the camera. It does. Quick Attack KOs us. Yep, that was expected. We have to Fire Lash with Arcanine and hope that it KOs. And we have to hope that Camerupt can, like, die in 1 Giga Impact or something. Very strong Scizor, though. God, Quick Attack does 67% of my... Okay, that's absurd. Fire Lash is a guaranteed OHKO, though. It is a guaranteed OHKO. We have to Fire Lash. It didn't go for Quick Attack. Probably because it's going for Double Hit, because that would be an actual KO on me. Hold. Hold. Hold on, I'm moving to the actual edge of my seat. Hold on. Camerupt. Okay. Moment of truth. What are you going for? Fire Blast, Earth Power, Flame Burst, Hidden Power Grass. You have no Rock-type moves. You're not activating my weakness policy. Do you know how much that annoys me, Camerupt? Do you know how much that annoys me? You can't Fire Blast or Flame Burst because we're immune to fire. Earth Power is a 100% chance to 2-hit KO. 2-hit KO. Extreme Speed is also a 2-hit KO. Meaning, we should be able to Extreme Speed twice. Or well, actually, it's stronger than Earthquake because of Solid Rock. We can Extreme Speed twice, and we should be fine. You are not immune to priority. Sheer Force. Is Sheer Force being taken into account when I'm looking at this Earth Power damage? God, I sure hope it is, because if not, that would be a rough way to lose. I mean, Giga Impact is a guaranteed OHKO. So I can just click Giga Impact. Right? It says guaranteed OHKO. Unless you have Stall. Do you have Stall? I don't want to lose right now. I'm so scared. This has come down to the wire. It doesn't have Stall. Giga Impact, guaranteed OHKO. I am reading that. Listen, Extreme Speed, 50% to 60%. Giga Impact is literally just double the base power, which means it's 100% to 120%. Giga Impact should KO. Arcanine, destroy him. Oh, okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We won. We won. There's no secret 5th child, right? You haven't made a 5th child up? Actually, there is, because there's the guy in the Victory Road that's part of his family. But there we go. Okay. Okay. You know what? Second try? I'll take it. I'll take it. That was, at the end of the day, 13 Pokemon in a row, I will take a second attempt victory. I will. I am proud of this team. Okay? I am proud of this team. I am proud of Dodrio living on 2 and saving me from that horrifying Marowak. I'm proud of Escargonite for dealing with the terrifying Lanoon that Pyukumuku could not do, given massive respects for that. Pikachu was good for Zippy Zap. Arcanine came in clutch. Espeon did revenge killer things. Popcorn did the grass type fight by itself, basically, even getting put to sleep in the middle. Everyone put in their worth. Proud of them. Proud of them. If you guys have enjoyed this rather long video of me taking down the Winstrate family, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye.